Alright, hey, it's your boy Potato Head Ahoy. Today I'm gonna talk a little bit about how I do my mixes. Uh, this is for the song that Austin Wright wrote. It's the cover, and like, see? Yeah. But anyway, there are oh shit, there's I think like a total of four five guitar tracks. Um, let's track. There you go. Those two are kind of the big muff. That one's also the big muff. Sorry, and that one's that's a combination of the black star and the fuzz bass. This one as well. The thing I like to do is I like to have like kind of two different tones for my rhythm guitar. I like to have one that's nice and fizzy, so that's the big muff, and I like to have one that's nice and thick. It adds a lot more like grit and rumble. Um, this is kind of like the mid bass. So these two tracks are kind of the mid bass, and these three tracks are kind of the treble and mids. And the thing about these three tracks is they're panned left. Two tracks are panned left and right, and then one's panned in the middle. And having a guitar track in the middle kind of gives it a core, so to speak. So it doesn't sound, I don't know, like the thing about just doing just having two tracks panned hard left and hard right is it kind of sounds vague most of the time. So having one in the middle kind of solidifies the image a lot better. And then but you don't need that kind of like solidity, is that even a fucking word? You don't it has, what am I trying to say? Sorry, I spazzed out there. These two tracks with kind of like the more low end rumble, you don't need that. It's actually more beneficial to keep them vague, especially if it's a shoegazy type mix. And obviously there's the fuzz bass. I like fuzzy basses. I have three vocal tracks. I do the pan left and right, and then one in the center, kind of a deal. And there's kind of that overlaid vocals. But yeah, everything goes in threes for me. Left, right, center. That's just the drum track, and then there's like I suck at vocals, so I take like each phrase, I take it by phrase, and then just copy and paste them together. But yeah, that's the end result. And another trick you can use is the equalizer. Cut off the bass at like 100, and then boost the 6,000 and up. That'll give your vocals a nice kind of like breathy feel, kind of that kind of like super high frequency presence feel that sounds really nice. Let me bring up an example. This guy is pretty cool, by the way. He's Matthew Pitts. Look him up. He's got much more views than me. But yeah, he's a cool guy. A little nice. I mean, like, look at this guy, right? Look at that kid go, man. Holy shit, He's fucking awesome. But yeah, back to what I was actually talking about. This song, the Kyoro-chan opening, actually has a great example of a breathy vocal. kind of has that like whispery quality to it. So yeah, boosting the treble a considerable amount gives you that kind of like breathy, whispery, quiet kind of like quality to it, and it sounds nice. So try to do that, especially if you're using like if you have soft vocals, it helps a lot to accentuate that frequency, 6,000 and up. Well, anyway, I hope that helps with your mixes, although my mixes are shit as well, so I don't know how much this is like, accurate from an audio engineering standpoint. But left, right, middle, and slather it in delay and reverb, and you'll be good.